Hello Virgo, welcome to your monthly tarot reading for June 2023. I wanted to take this time to say a very big thank you to my regular followers. Thank you so much for joining me again. Thank you so much for supporting me. This is going to be very soon a year that I've had my YouTube channel, and it feels wonderful to one, still be here, and two, watching it slowly grow and evolve, and I hope that you've enjoyed the journey as well. To those of you that are new, thank you so much. I hope you will like what you find here, and I hope you will like the video and subscribe if you feel called to. Thank you so much. Let's get started. Okay, Virgo, so for the month of June, you have your two overall energies. You have Realm of the Fae and Oneness. You have the 4-week breakdown, or how the energies are likely to play out throughout the month. You have the Hermit, the King of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, and the Chariot. Look at all this major arcana and this King. Very high energy. And then you have additional messages with the Oracle. You have Divine Timing and Health. So I think there is this real general energy for the month of June of one of the universe has got our back. It's almost like we kind of need to take our hands off the steering wheel and our feet off the accelerator or the brake, and just allow life to show us the way. So for life to steer, and also for divine timing to come in. So if we're slamming on the brakes, you know, we probably should be easing off that. If we're, you know, got our foot down on the accelerator, we probably need to ease off that. So things are going to happen in divine timing, and life will have a way of guiding you this month. So Virgo, that is for you, but I feel like there's this overall energy of really the month of June. I feel that once we get to the end of the month of June, I think we're going to be in a different place than we were in May or the beginning of the year, or where we saw ourselves going this year. And it's not to say that everything's going to change, but I think there are going to be significant tweaks that kind of make us go, oh, why didn't I think of this earlier? And you are no exception, Virgo. This is really a sense of the universe has got you this month, Virgo. You start off your reading with the overall energy of Realm of the Fae, and I feel for you in this reading, this is the world of imagination. The world where magic happens. And there's this sense of a need to get away from the grind, a need to get away from the mundane, the ordinary, because I feel that you're not stuck, Virgo. You're not. And Spirit is telling me you know that. But you don't feel like you're going anywhere. You don't feel like maybe there's excitement, or there's interesting things happening in your life. Maybe there's a sense of boredom here, or a sense of same. You know, I'm wondering if you're waking up on a Monday morning and saying to yourself, oh, here we go again. There's a new week starting, here we go again. And it's kind of like, oh. Where do you go when you disappear into your imagination? So that's a question that Spirit's just asking me to put through to you. Where do you go when you have time to daydream? There's significance in that, Virgo. Spirit's also saying, are you daydreaming? Do you allow a little bit of time every day, just before you fall asleep, to just purely disappear into another realm? Is your mind occupied purely by the mundane, the day-to-day? That's an interesting question, Virgo. You know, you're an earth sign, so the practical does play a part in your life. But there's this aspect in you of wanting more, or at least wanting something different. And I think this is going to come to you in your imagination. It's going to come to you when you know, we all go to that, you know, just before we fall asleep. We're not asleep yet, but we're not really in the world. We're kind of in this in-between stage where we just kind of disappear to another place, another space, another time. And it's almost in that environment, in that energy, that I really feel like information is going to come to you. It's definitely guiding you to something in particular. This is not sending you on flights of fancy or thank you, Spirit. This is not a way to escape the mundane. This is not escapism. This is not burying your head in a dream so you don't have to look at your reality. It's actually, Spirit's telling me, it's actually the opposite. And there's something that will come to you in a daydream. There's a wish or a hope, or Spirit's just saying general reading, so it'll be different for all of you, so I don't need to elaborate down that path, but there'll be something that comes to you that enables you, I feel, to, because this, you know, we move forward along the bridge, and it's not like we can, once we start down the bridge, it's not like we can get distracted and take a side road or anything like that. There's almost this sense of this understanding that comes to you, this message. I don't even want to say the word clarity, because I think it's not an understanding that comes to you. It is like the next step, or it is like the it is the way forward, Spirit keeps saying to me. So it is, you know, I was talking earlier about the feelings of being stuck in the mundane, you know, in the same old. And there's this sense of there's something that will get you out of that, or there's something that you can tweak, there's a step you can take, there's something that you can do in the physical world that guides you. Now, this could be something completely different, or it can just be a different way of doing something or seeing something. So it could be that, let's say, for instance, the job that you're in is the right job for you, but maybe the company isn't. Or maybe the company is right for you, but the position that you're fulfilling at the moment isn't. And there's this sense in this, you know, when we daydream, we don't get hung up on practical things. This realm of the Fae is not bogged down in practicality. It's not bogged down in reality. And there's this sense of when you take almost this flight of fantasy, it's almost like in there, you're going to be like, wow, I'm daydreaming about accounts, or I'm daydreaming about finding new policies, or I'm daydreaming about, you know, the work safety, or there'll be something in that dream, and it can be, you know, like you getting an award for something, or, you know, the award is not the thing that's going to happen, but you're going to realize, oh, I'm daydreaming about, you know, being famous for this. And it's not the being famous part that is real, but it's what it's for that makes you go, oh, that's really interesting. I can actually do that. And it sets you on this path of alignment. It sets you on this path where it's not this radical change. Those spirits just said to me, for some of you it could be, but it's this small realization that enables you to step forward in a different way or in a different direction. Now, I feel that this is fully supported by Spirit. There is nothing here apart from health that is kind of grounded in reality. You know, you've got the King of Swords, which is the mind, the intellect. It can also be your, you know, your wisdom. You've got the Hermit, all about the inner work. Trusting that your next step will be made known to you. You don't need to know exactly the whole steps all the way forward, just the next step to be able to take that step forward. So there is a great sense of trust in the Hermit. And not only trust in yourself, but trust in the all that is. The Chariot is coming into alignment with yourself, your wishes, your goals, but coming into alignment with the all that is. So it is you co-creating with Spirit in a very balanced way, in a very aligned way, but it's also your mind, body and spirit being in alignment. And you've got the Wheel of Fortune, the universe. The wheel turns, the wheel of luck turns. New things come in, old things go out. But there's a very karmic, there's a very fated message with the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, your actions play a part in how it turns, but ultimately it's guided by the universe, something bigger than us. You've got divine timing. This is not going to happen in your time frame. It's not maybe going to happen the way you thought it would. Your path is maybe not going to be the path that you set out on. This goal is maybe not the goal you've started with. And there's a sense with this health card, I'm getting it's all for your benefit. All this reading is for your benefit. It's Spirit's asked me to come back to the realm of Fae. Virgo, I did mention earlier, this is like a place of magic. And Spirit wants me to touch on that again, this sense of magic. Because magic, if we are open, magic happens all around us. Magical circumstances happen all around us. Suddenly, something out of left field will come into our life, and it will change it. We might see a commercial on TV and suddenly it sparks an idea. We might meet a random stranger that says something completely mundane or just normal, but it changes us so profoundly, because it'll change our perspective, or it'll change the way we look at what we're doing or the world or who we are. You know, somebody might, it's not just things coming in, but it can be things leaving. Suddenly a partner might leave, or we have to leave a home that we've had for a long time, or a job that we feel comfortable in, and therefore that void has opened up a whole new world. So there is a lot in this. There is a lot in this card, and it is your overall energy for the month of June, Virgo. It's this one of, and please don't beat yourself up if you find yourself disappearing into these daydreams. Excuse me, like you did when you were a child. You know, we could lay on the grass and look up at the clouds and then just disappear into a whole different life for ourselves. We could become and be whatever, wherever our imagination took us. So let these flights of fantasy, flights of imagination, take you to places of magic. And I think Spirit is really emphasizing that, because when we become adults, we don't often give ourselves the permission to do that, because it's almost like, well, how does that help me? I'm just wasting time. I should be doing something. Don't underestimate these moments of daydreaming, these moments of getting lost in your imagination. They are so creative. And we are creative beings, whether you're an artist or not, whether you're, it doesn't matter what you do in your life. You know, some people will say, I don't have an artistic bone in my body. That's a doing, isn't it? You know, playing music, drawing, creating things, that's a doing. Disappearing into the world of imagination, it's a being. You are not physically doing anything. You've disappeared into another realm. And there's something in the month of June regarding this that is so important, Virgo, so important for you. Because I feel it's this being allowing yourself to just disappear in your imagination, in the magic of your imagination, basically. That kind of brings about everything that the month of June is going to bring you. And there's this oneness, and I feel that this oneness in your reading is this alignment with Spirit, alignment with you, alignment with others, alignment with what is meant for you. And I feel in week 1 it comes from this level of letting go, this level of just being. like I said earlier, you know, trusting that it's all in divine timing. What's yours is always yours, Virgo. The opportunities that we miss were never yours. It was in missing the opportunity that enabled you to learn and grow in some way. Maybe it was just to be more open and more receptive. Divine timing is an energy of receptiveness. It's not an energy of giving and doing. It's an energy of going, right, you know, I'm currently doing, like, you know, you're not just sitting in the corner of your lounge just doing nothing, waiting for things to fall on your lap. You know, you are participating in life, even if it's a very small way, even if it's just at the moment in a healing, nurturing way to you. Introspectiveness. There is still this energy of allowing things to come to you in their own time, when they are supposed to. And you've got 3 major arcana. And there's this sense of, you know, the major arcana for me is how the part that spirit plays in the co-creation of our life. So we play our part and spirit plays its part. The minor arcana is the part that we play, and the major arcana is the part that the universe plays. So the universe, you know, you've got oneness, you've got divine timing, you've got this realm of the Fae, which is another realm. It's not the realm that we live in. It's the realm of imagination and possibility and magic. And the Hermit, I just feel Spirit is bringing you this energy, this place of quietening down so you have space and time to daydream. And that's where possibilities exist, outside of what we're currently doing. And it's not the Sun card. It's not this clarity. I don't see this as this sudden clarity kind of moment. I see it more like you'll just be shown a direction. You're not going to know all the steps. You're not going to know how it turns out. But there's this sense of, do you know what? It fits me. It feels right. I'm going to go and investigate it. And in week 2, we've got the King of Swords. So this is week 2, or the following energy, how the energy develops. The King of Swords is all about, well, the kings are all about giving back, having received enough. And with the swords, it's probably knowledge and wisdom that then you can share with others. And there's this sense that I feel that's what this path is leading you on, Virgo. It's leading you towards you. I don't feel that you'll be at this King of Swords. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay, so Spirit is saying some of you actually are. Some of you have been like the Wheel of Fortune here. You've been turning around this kind of life. You haven't actually been able to make anything concrete or make anything real. You've kind of been almost like gathering information, and trying to figure out, gosh, can I make a living with this, or how can I be of service with this? How does this all work together, and how can I move forward with this? How do I bring all these things together? And it can be, I'm really feeling for the majority of you, it's a business, or it's a job, or it's a way that we're of service to others. For some of you, because this is a general reading, it might play out in another area of your life, but I feel for the majority of you, it really is talking about your calling, where you're now heading in being of service in some way. And I feel that this following the Hermit energy, or the second week, you're actually going to see how you can be of service. I don't feel that, though Spirit did say some of you are there, you're actually going to actually be of service. You're actually going to actually be able to manifest this and make it real in this world and reality. For the majority of you, I just think you're going to see how you can actually bring things together and what you can actually do with it, like where it is guiding you. And very interestingly, in week 3, or the following energy, the way the energy grows, it's the Wheel of Fortune. And I feel there is a sense here that Spirit is saying, Virgo, don't be afraid because this is fated. Don't be afraid because this is, it's bigger than you and your wants. This is definitely not a path of the ego. It is a path of your soul. Excuse me. So it's almost like this is, I believe that when we come, our spirit decides to come back to earth as in human form, I do believe it sets challenges and paths before us that it would like to accomplish. And I think there's more than one. Very, 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 very few of us have one path, one thing that we are called to do. Generally, we've got, a lot more. One path might be becoming a parent. One path might be becoming the best in your field at whatever you do. But we have more than one path generally. Like I said, there's very, very few of us that have one path. And this Wheel of Fortune is almost like saying, Virgo, this is bigger than you. It's almost like if you were to spin the Wheel of Fortune, it would always land on this at this point in time because it's for you. It can't spin to something else because it's just divinely orchestrated, because it was designed by your soul before you came to this earth. And there's a real sense here that with the Wheel of Fortune, it's fortunate. It is, you will succeed. And the Chariot shows that as well. This major arcana, 3 out of 4 cards. And then you've got the King, which is the last of the core cards, where he's received all that he needs to then give back. There's this sense of really being in alignment. And I feel that's what the Chariot is here. And there's almost this sense Virgo, that June's probably not, looking back, June will have been a massive month for you. While you're going through it, you're probably going to think, oh gosh, nothing's happening. I'm just daydreaming my time away. I'm wasting the month. I don't know what I'm doing. You have to go through. Thank you, Spirit. There is a need for you to go through this in order to gain the understanding and the insight into where it is that you're going. And the Chariot shows that at the end of the month, this alignment, this understanding has come in. This sudden, like, wow, I never thought that I could do that, or I would be interested in that. A position may become available. A course may become available. Suddenly somebody notices you and just says, I want you. There's this sense of this fated thing that literally, I mean, you're going about your life, but this fated thing that just falls in your lap as you are going about your life. So don't stop what you're doing. Don't change anything yet, Virgo, because it's in what you're doing that you're going to meet the person, or you're going to see the opportunity. And then the Chariot denotes fast, like it's fast energy. So once the alignment comes in, once the understanding comes in, things are going to happen very, very quickly. And I really feel that with these cards, with this divine timing, I feel they're going to come about much more easily than you would have anticipated. You've got divine timing. The divine brings things in the timing that we need. Nothing comes before we're prepared, nor leaves too early. May I always trust your perfect and holy timing, dear Lord. You can't miss this. And it won't come until you're ready. And this is where this is where our ability to choose, our right to free choice, and free will. Thank you, Spirit. That's what I was trying to say, but I couldn't find the word. Free will. Our free will always plays a part here. And the divine timing is that's basically Spirit saying, Virgo, that it knows when you're ready. It knows when it can throw things at you. It knows when it can take something away from you. It doesn't mean that it's easy. It doesn't mean that it's without discomfort or sadness or excitement and fear. It doesn't mean that it's without those. It just means that you have the ability to work with those, to move through those and let go of what needs to be let go of, or move towards what you need to move towards. Now, interestingly enough, in all this energy of your higher self, your soul, your mind, you've got health, which links you to your body. The card says, allow me, divine, to be tender and accepting of the body, of my body, no matter what ailments I may have. May I always know it's doing the best that it can. Help me be a loving ally and friend to this sacred form. This is Spirit connecting you with body as well. There is this sense of real alignment with every single aspect of who you are. It's almost like excuse me, this calling, this move in this new direction, it actually fits you, mind, body, and spirit. It's not like you're moving towards a job that your body physically can't do, or your mind doesn't have the capability of grasping, or that is not aligned with your soul. This Chariot shows this true balance, this true alignment. And I feel, Virgo, June for you is not only are you bringing the aspects of yourself together and in alignment, but then you as a whole are aligned with spirit, are aligned with your destiny. This is huge. And I don't think you're going to see that until months down the track, and then you'll be like, wow, June, gosh, I can go back to June and really see how that was the pivot point in my life, or June started this whole new life for me. There's something in June that really, even though June will seem really uneventful for you as you're going through it, I feel when you look back at it and go, wow, that's the thing, that's the month that changed everything. Magical. I'm going to leave you with those messages, Virgo. Love, light, and blessings, my friends. Though I don't think you'll need any of them, because gosh, your inner light is shining and spirit is so with you. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.